Greetings. We come to you with another episode of Touchdown. This is episode 9. Felix, your host, Keith, and Pius are on the panel. Some will be available next time we do another one. But gentlemen, English Premier League starts, and before we even go into the fixtures, that means the transfer window for the English Premier League closes Thursday at 11:59 a.m.
AM, not even PM.
Not PM. I mean PM actually, not AM. Thank you for that correction. Ends at 11:59 PM because Manchester United and Leicester play Friday 10 PM.
Yes.
And that is something that the concern was raised. The FA and actually the Italian Serie A and the German Bundesliga were like, if we sit down and come to an agreement, we can all end our transfer windows before the first major league starts. That would have meant that by Thursday all leagues would be ending. The Premier League weren't keen on it.
No, the Premier League thought they were independent and they could do their own thing, but in my opinion, they've hamstrung themselves.
Because this is something where you need everyone.
The problem is their window closes, everyone else's is open.
Yeah, for them they
come
can
and literally destabilize them and pick players off them.
because they can sell but can't buy.
Yes.
That's what basically closing a transfer
So they're
window
going
means.
to have a lot of problems from other European teams.
But Manchester United opening against Leicester, and Mourinho has been whining the entire preseason, and actually it turns out they're running with Ed Woodward. I don't remember which game they had just played. Was their first meeting in 17 days.
Yeah. So the whining worked because if Woodward was not meeting him all that time, that got him to come down on his plane and finally meet the guy. Because something needs to be done. United need 2 extra players, or at least at the very least one.
Why would there a situation be where the manager can't access Ed Woodward for 17 days?
President.
Yet you need to do business.
Woodward knows why he's doing that. Because for me, frankly, Woodward is the one hamstringing the team. Because there is no reason why United had not finished their business by now. They had more than enough time. They had their targets set earlier. They just haven't done the business. Everyone else, like Liverpool, have done the business. For them, they've just not.
About the trust, because you gave this guy money, he used it to buy players that weren't effective. So it could be a niche of trust. I gave you the money previously.
So, because the thing is, he didn't give him the players he asked for. He asked for a winger last season. He didn't get it. So he can't use the excuse of what? He can't use the excuse of giving him money and
But
things
did
were not
he-
effective.
Could it be because he gave him money, he bought players, and he has failed to make a team out of them?
He hasn't failed to make a team out of team. He doesn't have the equipment to make a full team out of that team. Because
Actually,
he doesn't have a right flank, period.
Okay, that's
And until he gets a right flank,
eh,
there's not much he's going to
the
do.
Man U conversation will go on all season. We know Mourinho.
So back
and
to the
his
fixture,
first
United
season.
play Leicester first day of the season. It's a tough
away
match.
from.
No, it's at Old Trafford. It's a tough
Is
match
it?
for
Okay.
both teams because Leicester have something to prove because they want to show that they're finally over the problems they've been having over the last year. Even despite the loss of Mahrez, they want to prove that they're ready to compete for a top 6 place. While United have to show that all the shenanigans in pre-seasons were just a
Okay,
ruse.
Chelsea go to Huddersfield for the opening game, and a new manager in there, some new midfielders, new players in there, but the talk is still surrounding Thibaut Courtois. Does he stay? Does he go to Madrid?
I believe he's going to go because he wants to leave and he's not signing a new contract.
He's
They have
actually
to get-
failed to get his family out of Madrid
Yes.
into London. So it's a bit difficult. The decision may come from his family.
I'll be very shocked if Chelsea don't sell him. The only issue is they're having a serious problem looking for a competent keeper to replace him. But I don't think they have a choice but to sell him.
Okay, and then Liverpool open with West Ham, which I think is one tricky fixture. Liverpool have done the best business of any Premier League team.
May
in
I
my
would say
opinion.
of any of the top 6 teams.
Actually,
Because
even
for me, I
in the
think
whole
West
of
Ham
Europe,
have done superior
West
business.
Ham have done brilliant business.
Yeah, I think they've done
Spending over
superior
100 million
business.
so far.
Because for me, every player they've bought seems to be for a purpose and looks like they'll fit in Pellegrini's type of football. That's why for me, West Ham is going to be a very tricky game for Liverpool. Liverpool are overwhelming favourites, but they have to be careful.
Okay.
They mess up, West Ham can give them a bloody nose.
And then, of course, the other one, the pick of the crop, Arsenal,
Yeah, Arsenal
Manchester
versus
City.
Man City.
Arsenal have been incredible in pre-season.
Yes, utterly incredible in pre-season. We want to see if the proof is in the pudding.
Mm.
Emery now gets his first big test against Pep's team.
Mm-hmm.
Pep's team has a lot of people still missing from World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the best time for him to play them, and this is the best time for him to infuse confidence into his team.
But he has added Riyad Mahrez into that team, and a front three of Leroy Sané, Sergio Aguero, Riyad Mahrez.
It can be a headache for anyone. That's why it's going to be a serious test for Emery and what he wants to do.
So that means you have Pep is going to be in a situation whereby he has players like Bernardo Silva, Foden, Raheem Sterling. Okay, I think David Silva is still going to get into this team, the Man City team, but
Eventually.
he's going to probably have proper backup. But then
No,
again,
he has actually proper backup.
but then again, he also had that same depth at Bayern Munich, but
Yeah.
somehow he would always.
Yeah, but
attend
now he
himself.
has proper depth, and now if he succeeds in getting a work permit for Douglas Luiz, the Brazilian, he will now have backup for Fernandinho. So I think he's going to have a set team coming through the.
And looking at the league overall, if you look at the depth of Chelsea, you look at the depth of Liverpool, I don't think Manchester City are going to run away with it. Because personally, they are still my favourites for this coming season. But I don't think it's going to be as easy, whereby they reached March and they could drop a few
No,
points
it
and
won't be
still
as easy
relax.
because for me, Liverpool, the only reason why Liverpool couldn't catch them last season, horrible keeper, horrible defense. They sorted out the defense, they didn't sort out the keeper early enough. Chelsea, the manager was on strike fighting with his board. Those should be much closer this time. And so it should be a closer. And unfortunately, a team like Spurs, they had too many guys go to the World Cup. They've not signed anyone. So basically, they're starting the season with kids. So I think they're going to be in the same situation at Manchester United. They're going to be fighting for fourth place. I don't think they're going to be fighting for top four for finish unless they do some signings in the last few days of the window left.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen, for that time. This has been Touchdown, episode 9. Catch you next time.